Did you know that some signs of cancer are so subtle that 90% of people ignore them? This delay in detection makes the condition even worse. In this video, we will learn 8 surprising symptoms of cancer that usually go unnoticed, but are beneficial for early detection. Number 1. Night sweats. Imagine waking up in the middle of the night flooded with sweat, even though the room is cool and comfortable. This is not just a random occurrence. It could be a sign of something more serious, like cancer. Night sweats are an alarming symptom, but are usually overlooked by many. When cancer is present in your body, it disrupts the body's normal temperature regulation. Cancers such as lymphoma and leukemia are notorious for causing night sweats. It's because these cancers produce chemicals called cytokines. They raise body temperature and trigger sweating as your body cools down. This happens because the immune system is overactive, fighting the cancer cells. As a result, your body releases sweat to manage the feverish conditions. Also, some cancers directly affect your body's hormonal balance, leading to night sweats. For example, hormone-secreting tumors in carcinoid syndrome release excess hormones into your bloodstream, causing your body to overheat and sweat excessively at night. These tumors usually cause flushing and sweating, which is especially noticeable when you are asleep and your body is resting. Hold on, that's not all. Some cancers, especially those that are rapidly growing or metastatic, increase the overall metabolic activity of the body. This condition is known as hypermetabolism, where the body's cells work harder and faster, producing more heat as a byproduct of increased energy consumption. This excess heat needs to be dissipated, which leads to sweating. But why especially at night? The reason is quite simple. At night, the body's other cooling mechanisms, such as moving around and evaporative cooling from exposed skin, are reduced. So sweating becomes a primary method to release this heat. Number 2. Unexplained fever. Fever is a natural way of indicating that something is wrong with your health, whether it is an infection, disease, or just tiredness. But feeling fine one moment, and then suddenly dealing with a fever that has no clear cause is a sign of something more horrible than normal diseases. Unexplained fevers are one of the sneaky signs of cancer, which most people ignore until it becomes persistent. When your body detects something wrong, such as the presence of cancer cells, it responds by raising your temperature. This is the way your immune system fights infections or other threats. Cancers like leukemia and lymphoma are especially known for causing these unexplained fevers. These cancers affect the blood and immune system, triggering a systemic response that includes fever. The cancer cells produce substances called pyrogens that tell the brain to increase body temperature. This is an attempt to create an environment that is less favorable for the cancer cells to survive. Moreover, tumors cause fevers by releasing chemicals called cytokines. As you know, these proteins are part of the immune response and induce fever to help fight the disease. The body goes into a heightened state of alert to fight the cancer, and fever is part of this defense mechanism. Cancers also weaken the immune system, making people more open to infections. The presence of an infection leads to fever, complicating the situation even more. When the immune system is compromised, even a minor infection causes significant symptoms, including a high temperature. So, if you have a fever that does not seem to have a clear cause and lasts for more than a few days, it's necessary to see a doctor to rule out serious conditions, including cancer. Number 3. Swollen lymph nodes. Another major symptom of cancer is swollen lymph nodes. If you don't know, lymph nodes are small bean-shaped structures that are part of the lymphatic system, which is a component of the body's immune system. They are distributed throughout the body, including the neck, armpits, and groin. Lymph nodes act as filters for foreign particles and cancer cells. They contain immune cells that help fight infection by attacking and destroying germs carried in through the lymph fluid. When lymph nodes become swollen, it mostly indicates that they are actively fighting infection, inflammation, or sometimes cancer. Thinking about how cancer swells your lymphatic nodes, it's because some cancers affect the lymphatic system, causing these nodes to enlarge. This swelling happens because the lymph nodes are working overtime to fight the abnormal cancer cells, leading to inflammation and swelling. Moreover, sometimes cancer at a different place spreads to lymph nodes. This process of spreading cancer is known as metastasis. When cancer cells break away from the original tumor, they travel through the lymphatic system and lodge in the lymph nodes, causing them to swell. This is particularly noticeable in areas close to the primary tumor site. The swelling is not painful, which is why people often ignore it or mistake it for a less serious issue. However, the persistence and growth of these swollen nodes is a red flag for cancer. It's important to pay attention to any changes in your lymph nodes, especially if the swelling lasts for more than a few weeks without a clear reason. Number 4. Skin changes. If you look in the mirror and notice a new spot or a strange yellow tint to your skin or dark patches that were not there before, then don't ignore it. These changes are not only quirk of aging or sun exposure. Instead, they could be signs of cancer. Yup. These minor changes indicate something as serious as cancer. A prominent skin change is your skin getting pale. This condition is known as jaundice, where the skin and the whites of the eyes turn yellow, and is a sign of liver or pancreatic cancer. This happens because the liver is unable to process bilirubin properly, causing it to build up in the body. While the darkening of the skin, known as hyperpigmentation, shows the presence of an adrenal gland tumor. These tumors alter hormone levels, leading to significant changes in skin color. Itchy skin or rashes can also indicate cancers like lymphomas. These cancers release substances into the bloodstream that cause widespread itching. Sometimes itchy or red patches appear on the skin even before other cancer symptoms are noticeable. That's not all. Do you know some cancers cause the skin to become thicker or more rigid? For example, inflammatory breast cancer makes the skin on the breast appear red, swollen, and feel warm. The skin usually takes on a texture similar to an orange peel. This type of skin change happens because cancer cells block lymph vessels in the skin. Apart from these changes, cancer also causes the appearance of new, unusual growths that look like warts or nodules. These growths sometimes bleed or become crusty. So always keep a check on these changes in skin or new growths that don't heal or keep coming back. Number 5. Changes in nails. Do you know your nails reveal a lot about your health? Sudden changes in nail color or texture say a lot about your health. Stop assuming these changes are cosmetic issues, as they are a lot more serious than that. They are also a warning sign of cancer. Yes, you heard it right. Let's have a close look at this symptom. Dark streaks or lines beneath the nails are signs of melanoma, which is a serious form of skin cancer. This type of melanoma starts in the nail matrix, where the nail grows and appears as a dark brown or black streak. It is easy to overlook, mistaking it for a bruise or a spot from an injury, but its persistence is what sets it apart. Also, sometimes nails become clubbed, which means they thicken and curve around the fingertips. This change can be linked to lung cancer or heart disease. The growth of the nails changes because these diseases affect oxygen levels in the blood, causing nails to grow differently. White or pale nail beds indicate anemia, which is sometimes linked with cancers like leukemia. This condition causes the nails to appear pale or white. Similarly, red or brown spots under the nails symbolize endocarditis, which is another type of cancer. This condition causes bleeding under the nails, leading to these spots. Cancer also changes your nail texture, such as brittleness or developing ridges. Number 6. Difficulty breathing or shortness of breath. Struggling to catch your breath is not always due to a lack of stamina. It is also one of the symptoms of cancer. If you experience regular shortness of breath or wheezing that doesn't improve with usual treatments, it's important to take it seriously and go for a checkup. This issue arises when tumors grow in or near the lungs, creating obstructions or causing inflammation that restricts airflow. Lung cancer is the main culprit, as tumors within the lungs block air passages, making it hard for air to flow in and out. But lung cancer is not the only type that causes these symptoms. Cancers of the lymph nodes, especially those near the chest, also press on the airways, creating a similar sensation of restricted breathing. These lymphomas grow large enough to compress the trachea or bronchi, which are the main airways leading to the lungs. Also, cancers that metastasize to the lungs from other parts of the body cause fluid buildup in the chest cavity, known as pleural effusion. This fluid presses on the lungs, limiting their expansion and making each breath more difficult. This situation usually leads to a constant feeling of shortness of breath and is quite distressing. As mentioned earlier, some cancers cause anemia. It is a condition where there are not enough red blood cells to carry oxygen throughout the body. Without sufficient oxygen, your body compensates by trying to breathe more frequently and deeply, leading to a sensation of shortness of breath. This response is your body's way of trying to get more oxygen to tissues that are starved for it. Number 7. Chronic back pain. Dealing with continuous back pain that just doesn't seem to go away, despite trying different remedies, is quite annoying. This kind of back pain is not always the result of poor posture or a minor injury. It is also a sign of cancer. When cancer spreads to the bones, it causes significant pain and discomfort. Like cancers such as breast, prostate, or lung cancer usually metastasize to the spine, causing pain in the back or neck. Also, tumors in the spine press on nerves, leading to pain that radiates down the legs or arms, known as radiculopathy. This pressure on the nerves also causes numbness, tingling, or limb weakness, making everyday activities difficult. The pain is constant or intermittent and worsens with movement. Cancers in internal organs such as the kidneys or pancreas cause referred pain in the back. This means the pain is felt in a different location from where the problem originates. For example, kidney cancer causes pain in the lower back or on one side of the body. Similarly, pancreatic cancer causes upper back pain as the tumor presses on surrounding tissues and nerves. Number 8. Unexplained bruising. Noticing bruises appearing on your body without any clear reason is another major sign of cancer. When you see these mysterious bruises, it's your body trying to tell you something is wrong. Cancers like leukemia cause unexplained bruising. Leukemia affects the bone marrow, where blood cells are produced. The disease leads to a deficiency in platelets, the cells responsible for blood clotting. Without enough platelets, even a minor bump results in a significant bruise, or bruises appear spontaneously without any known trauma. Another factor is that cancers cause the release of different chemicals and enzymes into the blood, which damage blood vessels and increase the chances of bruising. These chemicals can weaken the blood vessel walls, causing them to break easily and lead to the formation of bruises. While these symptoms can be caused by many conditions, it's important not to ignore them. If you experience any of these signs, consult your doctor to rule out any serious issues. Remember, early detection can save lives. If you enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Also, subscribe to our channel to see more videos.